He shares the stage with the legendary Celine Dion, but his talent goes far beyond his voice. Artist Carnevale Saint's works come to life and in light at Caesar's Palace at the Carnevale Gallery.
And here with more this morning is Carnevale Saint himself, also Tony Carnevale. He is the gallery curator for Carnevale Gallery inside Caesar's Palace. Good morning to you both.
How are you guys doing?
Well, we're doing quite well. Thank you for bringing these beautiful photos. I can't wait to talk about all about them, where they were taken, how they were inspired. But first, let's talk about how you two came to meet and how this collection happened.
Well, I do shows in Caesar's Palace, as you know, with Celine. And I just happened to walk into the gallery, and I'm an art lover. I can't stop, you know. So when I met Tony, you can take it from there.
Well, okay, so here's how it went. Saturday morning, I'm sitting there in the gallery. Barnev walks in, completely dressed down, unassuming, and he's in love with one of my artists' work, David Yarrow. Yeah. So we started talking about photography, and I found out that Barnev loves fine art photography, and he's also a photographer himself.
Excellent.
So we talked for a little bit. He went on his way. The next day, Barnev came back through the gallery. This time he's wearing a lanyard with a Celine Dion badge. And I said, do you work with Celine Dion? And he said, yeah, I'm her lead backup vocalist.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I said, wow, okay. So I said, how do you spell your name? And I Google searched his name. And there he is on stage with her in Paris, France. And I said, okay. So long story longer. We ended up talking several times and eventually brought his work into the gallery.
That's fantastic.
Well, and he's been the lead backup singer with Celine since 1999.
Yeah,
is that right?
1999.
Oh, the adventures you've seen.
Around the world, it's a pleasure.
That's remarkable.
Definitely, yeah.
So let's talk about some of your work. I mean, this isn't the first time that your stuff's
Actually, the first time.
This is the first time your stuff's been on display.
Yeah.
Listen, I had my work on my iPad, and I'm just looking, I'm
so
enjoying
it was on display, like,
exactly,
hey, look
exactly.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow. And I just brought it in one day, and then he really loved the Still Street picture.
Yeah, oh my goodness, that is striking.
Still Street, we're calling it. Yes, beautiful.
This particular image, actually it was the black and white images in general. And I've always had this huge affinity for black and white imagery. Mainly,
I love the little pop of color, though. There's just a little tiny bit of
little accents there.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
But black and white, you know, you look at a black and white photo and it represents perception. Perception ultimately becomes interpretive, and you have to understand what's going on in this image because it's not in color. It's in black and white. It's an abstraction from reality. So,
speaking of color, I was speaking with Barnev about the Moulin Rouge. I swore this was a painting. This is a photo. And
it's stunning.
This is one of 10 images that is going to be on display at the gallery until they sell. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Gorgeous. Tell us about this. You did a slow exposure on that?
Yes. Right after finishing this image, I walked over to the Moulin Rouge, and as you can imagine, there's a lot of people around trying to take pictures, and I just happened to snap this picture, and it came out wonderfully. I took a long exposure, and yeah, that's the shot.
Very Paris.
Tremendous, yeah.
It's so incredible, the stories you can tell through a lens.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ever since I started taking pictures, I see things completely differently. Like, ever since I was a kid, you know, I always wanted a telescope. Yeah. And then when my mom actually gave it to me, I definitely wanted to capture images. And once I got my camera, I never stopped until today.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Tony, where can people find you?
So we're in Caesar's Palace, inside the Appian Way. Right across from the business center in the Palace Tower elevators.
Now, this is a crazy story. Celine Dion has actually visited your gallery. You were telling me in the bathroom.
Yes, we met in the bathroom.
How did this take place? This is crazy.
It was pretty wild, yeah. Saturday evening, we had a little bit of advance notice that she was coming.
Yes.
Uh-oh, sweet.
There was a whole entourage of people who followed her across the casino from the Coliseum. Yeah. And the place was packed. The gallery was packed.
She had seen this image on my phone, and she said, "You know what? I absolutely have to go see this image."
Oh, that's great.
And then she, right after the show, she came to see the show at the gallery.
There you
to see the
are.
piece at the gallery. Yeah.
Yes.
And she supports everybody that's around her. She's an amazing person. And she fell in love with this image, and she had to get it. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
My goodness, I'm incredibly proud of you, and it's just what an honor and an opportunity to have you guys meet and to be able to show off.
It's been a lot of fun so far.
That's great.
Thank you guys.
Well, thank you so much. How long will this be on display until they sell?
I believe so, yeah, until they sell out.
Which
Well,
will be very
Celine bought
soon.
one of them, so they're going already. That's right. Yes.
It's great having
Thank
you
you
guys.
both.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
See the beauty of the French collection. It's on display now at Carnevale Gallery inside Caesar's Palace. It's going to be up through the end of the year, or when they sell out, could very well be sooner than the end of the year. Websites for both Barnev and the gallery are both on your screen. Make sure you get in on this fast.